Nowadays, do you want to have a spouse, a car, or a house immediately? However, I think that nothing is more important than becoming rich immediately. Now, let's talk about how WBW enables you to become rich. If you want to become rich, you must learn investment first. The investment portfolio threshold of WBW is $500, and the maximum threshold can reach up to $10,000. Please remember that it is not RMB and not euros, but US dollars. According to the amount of your investment, we will distribute different ratios of interior shares. For example, if your investment is $500, we will distribute 200 interior shares to you. 500 US for $1,000 investment, 1,500 US for 3,000, 2,500 US for 5,000, and 6,000 US for a $10,000 investment. Think about it. Isn't it exciting? However, the more exciting thing is waiting for you. That's because we are an investment and wealth management project of stock split. The more you invest, the more you earn. If your investment is less than $3,000, the rate of return is 4 times. If your investment is $5,000, the rate of return is 8 times. If money is no object for you, and your investment is $10,000, congratulations, the maximum rate of return is 10 times. We can have a preliminary calculation. If your investment is $10,000, the company distributes $6,000 for buying shares. If the share price is $0.3 on that day, then you have 20,000 shares. The sales of every 100,000 shares will lead to the price rise of $0.001, and from 400,000 shares open listing daily. With the market development, the company will adjust the number of all shares at any time. When the share price goes up to $0.4, the company will conduct the stock split at any time. How does WBW conduct the stock split? Let me explain it to you slowly. The company issues 100 million shares. The initial offering price is $0.100. The company will split one stock into 2. After the stock split, you will have 40,000 shares if you now have 20,000 shares. Of course, the company will only issue 70 million shares during the first stock split. The rest 30 million shares will be used as reserves. From the second stock split, the company will not issue any interior share. All share transactions are done by members. Only when no member sells shares can the company distribute the reserved interior shares to new investors. Then what matters should we pay attention to? If you want to sell your interior E-shares, you can sell them only after the 30-day lockup period. And you can only sell 20% or not more than 20,000 shares of your shares every time. If you want to sell your shares for the second time, you can do it only after the first sale is completed. The rest can be done in the same manner. The good news is that you can sell your shares several times a day. Do you know what newly increased shares are? The newly increased share is the share you obtain after the stock split. The lockup period of newly increased shares is 60 days. After the lockup period, the company will release 10% for your transaction every 10 days. The company will charge 10% as the service fee for every transaction. Notes: whether the shares you hold are the distributed shares or newly increased shares obtained after stock split, 30% are transaction shares and can't be split, and 70% can be split. What attractive policies does WBW also have? According to the popularization requirements, we provide great rewards such as the recommendation reward, the pairing reward, and the management reward. First, let's see the recommendation reward. Of course, the recommendation rewards are different for different investment portfolios. The reward for a $500 investment is 6%, 1,000 US 7%, 3,000 US 8%, 5,000 US 9%, 10,000 US dollars 12%. For example, When your investment portfolio is $10,000 and you recommend a client making an investment of $10,000, you can obtain 1,200 points as the recommendation reward. Your wealth will increase rapidly with your mind. As the recommendation reward is very tempting, the pairing award is also very amazing. According to your investment portfolio, the reward for a $500 investment is 6%, 1,000 US 7%, 3,000 US 8%, 5,000 US 9%, and 10,000 US dollars 10%. Of course, the pairing reward is diversified. For example, the new performance of the left area is 20,000 US dollars, and the new performance of the right area is 10,000 US dollars. Since both left and right areas offer 10,000 US dollars for the pairing reward, you have an income of 1,000 points. The rest 10,000 US dollars of the left area is reserved for another round of the pairing reward when the right area has new performance. Isn't it exciting? Now let me tell you the more exciting one. That is the management reward. No matter what your investment portfolio is, you can get 3% of the pairing reward from your recommendation. You can get one generation of 3% for one recommendation, 2 generations of 3% for 2 recommendations, 3 generations of 3% for 3 recommendations, etc. You can get 6 generations of 3% at most. If you can get 6 generations of 3%, that is a huge sum of money. How can I carry so much money back home? Don't worry, you can withdraw your money just by moving your finger. Notes for withdrawal. First, 5% of the withdrawal will be charged as the withdrawal fee. 70% of all your static and dynamic incomes will be the bonus points. You can make a withdrawal application in the bonus points. 15% will be the shopping loyalty points. 15% will be deposited in the reconsumption wallet. Notes. The 1st and 15th days of every month are the withdrawal day. Withdrawal transfers will be made after 5 working days. Don't let your money go moldy in banks. Go to travel around the world with your parents, relatives, friends, lovers, and children. The world is so big, but with money, you can go wherever you want.